As an art blogger, I kind of know my way around London with different galleries. I've been to many shows, but I think I still see myself as a student within this world. I'm still learning new things. At one point, all art was contemporary art. So it's all about going to the shows, getting yourself out there, networking, speaking to people, and just really immersing yourself in this world, basically. As art bloggers, we kind of have to showcase that emerging talent. Give it 5 years or so, I'll still be learning something new about the art world that I just didn't know before. Hey, my name is Chard Adio. I'm a film photographer, art historian, and an art blogger. And today I'm in Bermondsey Project Space for the After Isolation private viewing. And here is a day in my life. Let's set aside. This exhibition follows various female artists, and they kind of explore through their art how they responded to lockdown being eased. There's loads of vivid colours, loads of different pieces, kind of giving their own interpretation of how they feel about how lockdown has affected them. Those different various themes from self, loneliness, life itself, and to meaning. Seeing that brought together, in the Bermondsey Project Space is very intriguing to me. I came across the creator via Instagram. I've been following her for a very long time. I'm really a big fan of the work she does because she does a lot of stuff with African and Caribbean artists. The friendship from there just kind of naturally developed, where we just kept on rooting for each other. I grew up in Neasden, northwest London, and I think to be a black man within the art world puts me in a very unique position. Because if you look at the art world, traditionally it's a white, male-dominated space. I mean, there's black people within the art world, but to see a black male talking about art, it's a bit profound, and I think that's what I'm bringing to the art world. I'm bringing something unique, I'm bringing something interesting, I'm bringing something different. The artists that inspire me, man, I'm a big fan of the likes of Basquiat, Bob Thompson, Purvis Young, Jacob Lawrence, especially Jacob Lawrence, how he kind of captured the mass migration of black people from the south of America up to the north. I'm a big fan of Picasso, especially his blue period stuff, just because of what it tackled, with life itself and the meaning of, death. We can't forget the legend himself, Frank Bowling. He's an amazing person as well, like what he's done within the art world and the fact that he's definitely getting his recognition now. I'm glad I'm seeing it right now. Lynette Udom-Boakye as well, black female artist, done some stuff with the tape. She's amazing as well, and her figurative pieces. For me, the inspiration comes from all areas, from the past and the present. And that's even one question I even asked the artists, what artists from the past and present inspire your work? Because everyone gets inspired. For me, when it comes to galleries around London, I'm still learning. I'm still exploring different areas. But in terms of galleries I like to go to the most, that I've kind of built a rapport with over the years, I'll probably say Serena Morton Gallery in London. It's a really nice space. And then there's the Eve Leave Gallery as well, based in the Shoreditch area. The Unit London Gallery has got some good work there, and they always know how to put on a show. Different galleries deal with emerging artists and established artists, so it's just kind of creating your own catalogue of places where you want to go and see, basically. I started Memoirs by Chard with this idea that I wanted to create something that was quite new, that hasn't been seen before with other art blogs. For me, it was all about telling stories more than just doing interviews. I mean, it started with an idea of okay, how can I tell stories and kind of incorporate myself into it as well? You're learning about myself, you're learning about the artists, and you're learning about their work. When it comes to reaching out to the artists, for me, it's all about Instagram. It's all about what the art has to say about you as an individual. Does it grab my attention? That's the first thing. And then from there, I kind of say, okay, let me reach out to the artists and email them or just DM them via Instagram. With Volume 2, it was done in person, and then with Volume 3, it was done over Zoom. But I think doing the interview in person, you're seeing the person face to face, you can kind of bounce off their body language and bounce off their energy and kind of just throw questions out there. But I think both have their pros and cons, and I think both are kind of interesting. For me, it's just simple questions that I really use to kind of flesh out these memoirs. For example, how did you get into art? What does your art mean to you? In terms of my future involving memoirs, I'm very interested in doing some more freelance stuff, so working with galleries. I'd love to get into collecting as well. I think growing up and currently seeing myself in this world, I haven't met that many black collectors, so it's definitely something I'd like to get into. Hey, maybe 10, 20 years down the line, maybe even own my own gallery. Even through doing Volume 3 of the Maverick series, I've seen places like Singapore, New York, Lagos, Accra, Johannesburg. So who knows? I'm just very optimistic about the future. It's all about seeing where life is going to take me with Memoirs by Chard.